Welcome back, you beautiful fucks. It's me, Danny. This video might look a little familiar to you. Sorry. I'm about to burp. Hang on. Excuse me. Sorry. Inappropriate. Yeah, I'm actually doing sort of a re-upload, but a redo, mainly. One for two reasons. Main reason is some of my videos lately have not been, getting suggested. Like, I've noticed the views have just been down, and I looked, I was like, what's going on there? And normally I try not to care about the views, but they were lower than usual, and I saw they just weren't being suggested and not reaching subscribers, so I was like, oh shit. So I figured I'd redo these, and plus I kind of wanted to because I'm getting tired. I sometimes group these figures. Obviously we're talking about King Ghidorah. I sometimes group two figures together in these reviews, and I really shouldn't. It's kind of like a lazy way of just getting two figures out of the way instead of trying to do two separate videos, but I'd rather shine a bit of a spotlight on each one. And it's not just going to be a complete just rehash of the same footage. There's a bit of some extra stuff here at the end, because if you watch my last video, I did like a toy photography thing, and I did a bit of that here with this figure too. And I figure I'll show you. I'll have some fun with this because this figure is really nice. Obviously, this is the Hiya King Ghidorah 2019. Alright, and we're looking at the box. I got it from Big Bad Toy Store. If you saw me opening it, I did not get my stickers. If you saw the original video, yeah. I usually look forward to my Big Bad Toy Store stickers. I did not get any though, so I was very disappointed. When I pay over $100 for a figure, I'm paying $100 for a Big Bad Toy Store sticker and a few extra dollars for the figure. That's my mentality going into it. Anyway, here's what I got instead of stickers. I got a three-headed dragon, also known as King Ghidorah. Alright, negatives aside, this figure looks amazing, okay? Details is great. I have to say I prefer this one over the other release, the first initial release of the 2019 Ghidorah. I think these colors are a bit more accurate to the film. The other one was a bit more dull looking, which I understand. It wasn't the gravity beam version, speaking of which, there they are. But still, I prefer this one over the other one. Other one still looks cool, you know. I'll give it its props, but this one's definitely the superior one for now, unless they just randomly put out another one. I don't know what other version of Arctic Ghidorah has a little bit of snow on it. Playmates did that with their Kong one time. Oh, here we go, going Cloverfield mode. We gotta look at the details. You already know it's Hiya. These details look great. Definitely a heavy figure. The price you pay for having such a well-scaled, well-sculpted, well-articulated figure. It's very heavy. But luckily, Hiya has the stands there, as you saw, to help display it. The jaw's a little weird, okay? I forget which one of these jaws was having issues. I think it was the center one, where you kind of see it there when I pulled it, like the inner gums that by the hinge popped off. But easy to put back in. I fixed it. But still, just something to keep in mind. I don't know if it happens to everyone. Also, these Ghidorah figures from Hiya are just very, when it comes to the wings, like, it's very easy to put it into, obviously, this pose right here with open wings. But if you try to put it into that, like, crawling form, which I did with the other one, that is kind of a pain in the ass. Like, I didn't even get it fully crawling. It's just so hard. Sorry, I'm looking over at my cat right now. We just put up the Christmas tree because we're those kinds of people, okay? November 1st, get the Halloween stuff out, put it away, and start looking at some Christmas stuff, all right? This is real holiday season starting now, all right? Halloween's part of it, but my favorite holiday is Thanksgiving. But I want to see some Christmas stuff to get me to that Christmas spirit, all right? So we got the tree right next to my desk, but my cat's trying to, you know how cats are with these Christmas trees. Look, he's trying to climb it right now, and it's not very sturdy, so this is probably going to collapse all over me. I'm going to spill my drink. It's going to be a disaster. Here's the Muto for scale again. But yeah, this figure gets a thumbs up, all right? Very good. So here's some pictures I took. This is a very basic one. I did it right in front of the couch. So what I do sometimes is, if you saw my last video, I have buildings and props and this and that. Sometimes though, since these are toys, I try to experiment with like taking pictures in just like normal household environments. You know, you'll see the background, you'll see like the coffee tables, the TVs, this, that, and just to show like, hey, this is still a toy. Just have some imagination there. This one is not the best example of that, this because it's just a sofa behind it, but it's still something I experiment and I do back and forth. Sometimes I use buildings and props to look at like they're in a city. Other times I'll just put them like next to some potted plants, and I did that. There's a picture I think on my Instagram. I think I posted on my community tab too, of some reaction figures that are just next to some plants, and it's just like a reminder that it's a toy. You know, find some cool poses to put it in. Use some of the stuff you have, just some of the decor you have around your house, and have some fun with it. But anyway, let's move on. It's not one of my favorite pictures right here, but the next one right here, this is another very similar image, but I went ahead and I did some edits to this that we're about to take a look at in a second, and here they are. This one's kind of cartoony, I admit. Okay, I was having fun with the lightning effects and the storm and all that. The lens flares, call me J.J. Abrams, but I like how this turns out. I obviously had to add some sort of lightning effect over the practical beam effect, because I couldn't really get like a glow effect going. It was kind of cheesy. Well, I mean, this looks definitely cheesy. If anything I would change, is probably the blue lightning in the background. I had them gold before to kind of go with it, but I think it blended too much with the figure, and I wanted Ghidorah to stand out a bit more, so I went with blue. So you have like Ghidorah shooting their lightning, and then you have traditional weather lightning in the background. So let me know what you think of that. It's kind of cartoony, but also I think it's fun. It's very vibrant. Moving on though, next we have this, another kind of basic one, but we put Kong in there with his Beast Club. That's the Movie Monster Series one, and it's Kong. Wouldn't this be a great matchup to see in the movies? I hope we get to see it someday, somehow. If to do like a what if sort of situation in the Monsterverse. I'd love to see Kong face Ghidorah and let him have like the Beast Club and maybe even the Battle Axe too. So, but I went ahead and there's like a sort of a face-off going. Ghidorah's intimidating him, and again I went into the editor and we end up with this. Nothing crazy, but I think this is one of my favorites I've done because again, it's not too much. We added some fog. If you look up at the corners of Ghidorah's wings, I added some like debris falling as if maybe he shot down some jets or something. And then the beam effects, I added a little bit of lightning, not as much as the last one though, so there's still a bit of a glow. And the whole image, I did also add a layer of rain to show that Ghidorah does affect the storms. So I think this one came out very well. I think it's my favorite. It's the most kind of, it's basic in a good way. Keep it casual, you know, nothing crazy like the last one. Although sometimes it's fun to go crazy. So let me know what you guys think. I'm going to try to post these on my Instagram. That will be down in the description below. You can search it right up and talk to me on there, add me on there. I try my best to upload. It's been so long, but I'm going to try to stay on top of it and maybe even upload on my community tab. So hopefully you guys see this video. Again, some of my videos, it happens sometimes where like my videos, you know, will do pretty good with views, and then out of nowhere I just drop, and sometimes I just don't follow trends, but hopefully this season, if not, whatever, you know, it is what it is. I have other stuff planned that will hopefully reach you guys that's a little bit more unique. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you liked the pictures. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you kind of like to take pictures of with your toys, and if you prefer what kind of props you use, however you take your pictures. It's that everyone's different. Everyone has their own ways. So anyway, that's it for today. Hope you all enjoyed. Hope you all take care, and I'll see you all next time.